The first thing Gene did have was an intravenous infusion of NAD+. As we age, our mitochondria and energy production at the cell level declines. And to get any type of oral supplementation, it is not going to be as effective as doing an infusion through the vein. And we followed that up with a performance enhanced micronutrient where there are a lot of B vitamins, amino acids, and minerals, vitamin C and glutathione, which just supercharges the effects of the NAD infusion. So this will allow him to set him on a course for optimizing everything at the cell level. It's going to improve his energy, his sleep, his brain function, his ability to resist stress. And of course, with aging, you lose volume in the face, you get some wrinkles, and the skin and collagen is not as effective or thick. So we utilize the vampire facial, where we actually drew his own blood, we spun it down, and we use something called plasma-rich protein, which is very healing. But also as we age, the quality of those growth factors that help stimulate healing, we added something called exosomes to the PRP to supercharge the healing process. And we microneedled his face, and we actually bathed these micropores with the PRP and the exosomal combination. Now what that's going to do for him, he's going to heal much quicker. It's going to stimulate his own stem cells, his own growth factors. It's going to improve the collagen, skin tone, and qualities. The second thing we did is the vampire facelift with exosomes. It's the same process of the PRP, but what we did, as we lose volume when we age, and there are wrinkles, we use a base. And with that, we inject it into those areas, the PRP and the exosome, which is also going to enhance the structural volume and features he once had. Some people may have alopecia, where they may have male pattern baldness. He himself has thinning of the hair. And what the exosomal experience was, we took a syringe with the exosomes expanded and volumized in some saline and did multiple injections throughout his entire scalp. And what that's going to do over time, and this is going to be accompanied with a red light therapy, so he has a special hat he wears which increases the stem cell production for the hair follicles. He's getting something called Nutrafol, which is a nutraceutical specifically designed to help those other areas that cause hair loss, such as DHT, which was an androgen, which is very common for hair loss. There's something called ashwagandha in there, which helps with the stress-mediated release. And there's curcumin and some other things from the inflammatory process. So when we do that and we're adding some peptides, he is just going to rocket the fullness and volumization of his hair. Erectile dysfunction is unfortunately a serious issue with the male population, and there are a lot of reasons for that. But in Gene's instance, it's for performance enhancement. So the first thing we did is something called acoustic wave therapy. It uses acoustic waves. It causes microtrauma in the groin and the penile area, and what it does, it causes angiogenesis, or stimulates new vessel formation. It stimulates trauma, and it tricks the body into bringing regenerative properties, your own stem cells, growth factors, to increase the blood flow to the penis. And we couple that with a PRP exosomal P-Shot, or PRP shot. And again, is drawing his own blood. We are adding the exosome, which supercharges the ability to reheal. So this will enhance his performance, erectile quality, strength, and potentially even increase the size and girth of his penis. So the second day of Gene's stay with us, he got a second round of NAD+. Now, the second dose we gave him this round, we also followed it up with a quick IV push of glutathione, which is the master antioxidant and high dose vitamin C. Now this combination is going to help with free radicals. It's going to help at the cell level. Again, this will also help with brain function, detoxification and powering up the cell. And he'll follow this up with some other supplementation for NAD, carry on so he can supercharge his energy, his brain, and his overall health and well-being. A nebulized exosomal treatment essentially is a little face mask that goes up to a nebulizer, usually what asthmatics will use for a breathing treatment. Instead, we have it mixed in saline, and this can also be used with amnion, which is a product of the perinatal tissue. But the exosomal is acellular, which means it has all the functionality of what stem cells would do, but without being a biologic or alive. So when it is actually breathed in, it will go to the respiratory tract, the lungs, and it will help mediate any inflammation, dysregulation of the immune capacity in the lungs. And not only does it go to the lungs, it can even cross the blood-brain barrier and will go systemically also. This can also be used with those that have seasonal allergies, asthma, other respiratory conditions such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and helping optimize the function and reversing some of the process that is hindering people's health and well-being. So the next thing Gene got, he does deal with some chronic right knee discomfort, some mild osteoarthritis, and some ligament problems. And so we're doing a two-step process with this. One, we're using, again, the acoustic wave therapy like we did for the erectile dysfunction and his sexual wellness enhancement of that. And again, it's an FDA-cleared device. It has indication for pain. So we will use acoustic wave therapy on his knee and some of the ligaments in a certain protocol, which will cause a micro trauma to that area, and it will trick the body into saying, hey, there's an injury to the knee, and it will recruit stem cells, growth factors, microRNA, etc., to help the healing process. This will be followed up with an injection into the knee capsule itself because there's some mild arthritis. This would be similar to like a cortisone, but cortisone can be very problematic for your health. This will actually help in the knee capsule create a foundation of new capillaries which will bring nutrients to that area. It will decrease the inflammation. Decreasing the inflammation will have decreased pain. He will also help balance out any immunosuppressant issues he has there in the knee too. So the next thing Gene experienced was an intravenous exosomal wellness infusion. Now what this is, again, what exosomes are, they are small vesicles or bubbles inside a stem cell. So it's an acellular product, which means they are not live, but they are components of the stem cell. And why this is so important, there's no immune reaction, and when it's infused intravenously, it homes the cytokines. It will home to those areas of inflammation, problems. So what it does, it modulates the immune system. One, it decreases inflammation. It helps upregulate mitochondria, which we talked about before. So this is also going to stimulate the NAD infusions he got. So while he's also getting this infusion, he'll be experiencing a 2-hour session of electroacupuncture from our acupuncturist. And the areas that the little needles are put on enhance the NAD and the exosomal regenerative injection. So it will even cross the blood-brain barrier. So it will help with decreasing any inflammation to the brain and helping with neurological performance and enhancement. It will help, as we do know, disease processes. It's all from inflammation. Too much inflammation is a bad thing, and a dysregulation in the immune system. So it helps find that homeostasis or the balance in the body. So everything that we're doing just helps enhance that. And all those other procedures that we did for the hair restoration, the vampire facial and facelift with the exosome, and the P-Shot with exosome, it's going to supercharge that from a greater internal standpoint as it travels to those areas, and it enhances the results even more. Gene has also been working telemedicine distantly in something called functional medicine. So before he even came in, there's a lot of advanced testing we did that looks at root causation. We looked at his hormones. We looked at testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, melatonin, human growth hormone. We did some advanced testing for his gut microbiome to ensure there was optimal function. Because again, with functional medicine, we know disease begins and ends in the gut. And the gut, if it's imbalanced, can affect every other health issue. We also did something called the NutriVal, which we looked at urinary organic acids, where we look again at mitochondrial function and how all those macronutrients we're taking in affect everything at the cell level. We looked at neurotransmitters, amino acids, oxidative stress markers. So again, what functional medicine does, it looks at root cause, it's personalized towards you. So if we can optimize everything at a biochemical level, so it's a mind, body, spirit connection, if we get rid of what that doesn't belong there and put back in which needs to be there from even a nutrient standpoint, he's going to be able to crush it every day because he is optimizing his body. And with him coming in, again, this is a lot lifestyle based too, so he's working on sleep optimization, mindset optimization, nutrition, and purposeful movement and exercise. So when he does the lifestyle coupled with the functional medicine and with the regenerative, this is not only being balanced or optimized, it's an enhanced state of human performance. And this is what Gene is doing with us. And he will be a testament of the next level we can bring the human state to.
My name is Gene Sambataro. I'm a biological dentist from the state of Maryland. So I came all the way from the East Coast. I'm excited about the exosomes. I know that has an amazing regenerative process that's going to help me feel younger. As I said, at 66, I think I'm in pretty good shape, but I'm starting to feel the effects. I want to see more energy. I want to see the ability to keep up with my high, kind of stressful situation. I run a full practice, so I want to keep up with that, and I don't want to slow down. So I want energy, certainly sexual enhancement, improve the knee, improve my hairline, but I'd say most important, sleeping better, and energy. If you're looking for longevity, you're looking for more energy, you want some strength in your body so you don't feel like you're getting weak, you want to sleep better, you can be more productive. Also, I didn't even mention the cognitive performance that I'm looking for, so I think that as we age, obviously that's a decline. I mean, certainly dementia, Alzheimer's on the rise, so I don't want to experience that. So I think coming out for those kind of treatments, I'm very super impressed with what he's doing. I've been impressed with every conversation I've had with him. So I have no regrets in doing what I'm doing, and I'm very excited about it.
Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any further questions on learning how you can optimize and enhance your overall well-being, feel free to call our office. Thanks.